Hi guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to another Fisherman's Tale, where I conduct a few interviews with some of your top anglers, some internationals, throw about some questions and get some answers from them, hopefully giving us a little bit of insight as to what makes them tick, and maybe they might share some secrets with us. Today's angler, obviously we're in lockdown, so I can't do a face-to-face interview. This particular person, I think, just started his international career with the youths and worked his way up through to the senior team, where he's still a current squad member. So without further ado, let's get over and see who we've got today. I expect you've all guessed by now that the angler in question is Ben Price, international Welsh team member. So, hi Ben, and thanks very much for joining us. First question, well, let's start at the beginning really. Earliest memories, who first put a rod in your hand? Maybe, what was your first fish?
Hi Karen. My earliest fishing memories, I started fishing when I was about 7 years old, with my dad taking me out on a Sunday with my brothers and sisters, probably to get us all out of my mum's hair. We fish on the local breakwater, Holyhead breakwater, so probably my first fish that were caught were small wrasse and pollock fishing down the edge with small bits of ragworm. Where I'm from in Holyhead, this is how most of us start, to be honest. Nice safe venue and easy fishing.
Okay, let's ask you, because we all have them, what has been one of your proudest moments in your fishing career?
My proudest fishing moment would be, well, it had to be 2018. We fished in the first ever World Pairs Championship in Spain, Pensacola. I was partnered with my fishing partner Wayne McGilloway, where we became the first ever World Pairs Champions. My second proudest moment would be fishing in the Yuki Masters with my wife, who does not fish, and we managed to finish 7th overall. And my third would be managing the youth team in the home internationals in my local beach, Pwllheli, and managing them to a gold. They would definitely be my three top proudest moments.
Now, here's one for you. Which discipline do you prefer? Would you prefer match fishing or pleasure fishing?
Which discipline of fishing do I prefer, match fishing or pleasure fishing? Yeah, it's match fishing, 100%. I do enjoy pleasure fishing, but match fishing will always be a winner for me on that subject. It's just competing against the anglers around you, trying to beat the lad left and right of you, or the lady, whatever. It's the competitive side that I like. The fish are usually smaller, but it's just competing. That's what I do enjoy.
Right, so you get approached by a novice angler. What top tips would you give them?
My tips for anyone coming into fishing, newcomers, would be speak to match anglers if you can get hold of them. There's a common misconception that the match anglers won't share tips and knowledge. It's nonsense, to be honest. Over the years, growing up, I've spoken to some of the best match anglers in the whole of the UK, and they've always been very forthcoming, teaching me, asking me whatever I want to know, letting me rummage around their box, and speak to match anglers. And secondly, join your local fishing club. I was very fortunate growing up in Anglesey. I fished and still a member of Holyhead and District Angling Club for many years, and that's where it all started for me. Some of the senior lads took me under their wing, taught me how to tie rigs, taught me how to fish, a lot of them taught me how to cast, and so a local club is definitely a fountain of knowledge as well, especially for your local area, and that's where it all starts.
And after giving that advice, what's your favourite rig?
My favourite rig, if I could only use one, would be a one up, one down. Just find it the most versatile rig. Change your hook lengths, change your lengths, change the diameter, and you can pretty much target anything on that rig. So if I could only use one, one up, one down.
Now, we all have our fishing heroes, people we aspire to. Who are yours?
That's a really tricky question. That is, who do I admire from the fishing side? The list is endless. It goes all the way back to club anglers. A lot of anglers I used to read in the Sea Angler growing up that I'm very fortunate to call friends now. That's a list. A few of them off the top of my head would be Peter Corker, Alan Price, Joe Arch, Shane Russell, Jimmy Price, Wayne McGilloway from Wales, Ian Gold, definitely, Saul Page, George Smith, Bill Linfield, England, John O'Brien, Richard Gormley, Alan McCarthy, Ireland, Scotland would be definitely be Billy Buckley, Davy Neal. There's a lot of lads from Europe as well, Jose Alfonso, Sandro from Portugal, Luciano Santos. Spain definitely would be Joan Canovas, Miguel Robles, and Daniel Oliver. They're fantastic anglers. If I could achieve what they've achieved and do it for as long as they've done it for, I'd be extremely happy. So there's exceptional anglers all over the world though, but they're the ones that stick out for me.
And after that long list, how did it feel when you personally got selected for the Welsh team and went on to win your first gold medal? What was that feeling like?
No better feeling. A lot of time and effort goes into the qualifiers, and you're competing against lads. Well, personally, me at my age, I'm competing against lads that have been doing this. Some of them have been doing it before I was born. So to get my first cap to qualify was a fantastic feeling. Yeah, really, really good. I left the youths, and on the first qualifier, I managed to qualify. I managed to do that for 3 consecutive years, which was fantastic. And then two bum years where it didn't happen, and then another year when it did happen again. So it's an amazing feeling. My first gold medal would have probably been a Salk medal, either the juniors or the youths in a home international. And the difference between getting a gold in the home internationals with the team and a gold individual medal in Spain, there's no different feeling. Gold is gold. It's the best feeling ever, knowing that over those matches that you competed on, you're dubbed the best at the time, and there's no better feeling. That's what we go match fishing for. Match fishing usually consists of a lot of small fish. So definitely we're not fishing for photos, but fishing for a number of fish, and it's the medal at the end that we're fishing for. So yeah, when it all comes together, it's an amazing feeling.
Right. Has fishing changed your life at all? What's it done for you?
How has fishing changed my life? Well, it certainly it gives you something to strive for. You're having a bad day at work, or there's trouble going off at home or whatever. It gives you an outlet to go, and for 4 hours of a match or however long you want to go pleasure fishing for, it gives you a focus. It makes you focus on that, makes you block out the outside world for a limited amount of time. And I tend to find if I've had a bit of bad stressful time in work and go fishing, tend to come back from fishing, sit down, relax, and have a much better outlook on how I'm going to approach it. So yeah, it's probably made me calmer. It gives me an escape from the mundane tasks of life, and yeah, fishing is a part of my life now and will always be.
Right, we all have our favourite fish to target, the ones that really give us a buzz when we go out and fish for them. What's yours?
What is my favourite kind of fish to target? Smoothhound, no doubt about it. Anything to do with hounds I enjoy fishing for. I do enjoy fishing for them down on the South Wales coastline. Fishing over that rougher ground, rotten bottom, break the lead off, just you and the fish, shallow water. They tend to go. They tend to put up a really good fight down there. So yeah, it's smoothhound. Anything to do with smoothhound, I'm all for. Yeah, that's about it really.
Now, personal goals. What are your personal goals?
Personal goals would be to continue competing for Wales at a world level for as long as I can. I'd love to win a world team medal. Of course, it goes without saying I'd love to win a gold individual medal, but I'd like to be in a world team with my fishing partner Wayne McGilloway and Jimmy Price. That'd be a nice thing. And just to continue competing for as long as I can. I'd like to win the South Masters at some point, and I'd like to fish a match when she comes of age with my daughter. That'd be something special. But yeah, they're my goals, just to keep competing. And
we all have funny moments that we remember, be it in a match or just with your mates on the beach. Perhaps you'd like to share one of your funny moments with us.
Funniest thing I've ever seen. Funniest thing I've seen when we've been fishing. Half of them you can't put on YouTube, Gavin, to be honest with you. One that always sticks in my mind would be 2014. It's the first time I'd been fishing abroad with any of the lads, and we were practice fishing one night in Spain on a beach in Benicarlo. And the beach is made of pebbles, and Peter Corker, who's a regular joker, and the lads who know him will vouch on that one, managed to find a mummified dead cat, which Peter proceeded to hold up on a stick. I managed to chase Shane Russell, another lad in the team, halfway down the beach, and Shane, for such a big lad, I've never seen him run so fast in my life. That's probably one of the moments that really stick out in my mind. That was funny. The rest of them I probably can't spill the beans on too much, but that's a good one.
Now, we all know how important it is to prepare for a match. So, what's your match preparation?
Preparing for a match, I'll take multiple reels with me, or spools, for the fixed spools, different diameter lines, so I can chop and change and combat the match as it's going along. Multiple bags and bags of rigs, just with all different patterns, different hook lines, and making sure that I've got everything to target anything that may or may not turn up. It's just prep start at home, as they say. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail, so it's just making sure that you've got everything there for every outcome, even if you don't think it's going to happen on the day. Just making sure that I've got it there with me. That's where it starts. So before I go to a match, the box needs to be packed. I need to make sure there's everything in there, a variety of leads. Me personally, you'll see a lot of anglers say make sure you've got pristine tip-top bait. Me personally, I let someone else deal with my bait, because I am awful at either keeping it alive or keeping it frozen or keeping it in my bag. So I tend to let one of the lads look after my bait for me, because 9 times out of 10 if it's left to me, it's probably dead before we get to the beach.
I guess we all have our favourite type of fishing, be it the beach, the rocks, piers. What's your favourite type of fishing?
Anything off the beach. I think there's always I think it's always a little bit more difficult to get a decent stamper fish off the beach. So yeah, I prefer beach fishing, but I'm from an island, so rock fishing's bread and butter. It's what I grew up doing, and just so recently I've just started getting into casting, so we'll see where that goes. A few birds' nests and a few blown up reels, and I'm sure I'll knock that on the head. But no, definitely from the beach. That's my preferred method. Now, we've all got things that we haven't done but would love to do as regards our fishing. What's on your bucket list? The fishing bucket list. I've been there once before and I want to go there again, so on my bucket list is to get back out to South Africa, one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to. Stamper fish is amazing. So yeah, definitely on the bucket list to get back out to Africa. Second one would be to fish a match, like I said, with my daughter when she comes of age. She's 2 now, so I think I've got a little bit of time to wait. That's definitely on the bucket list. And again, yeah, so the bucket list is just keep competing and strive for that gold team medal and gold individual medal. That's it. Thanks for that, Ben. It's been great, and thank you for agreeing to the interview. I'm sure the people out there have enjoyed it as much as I have asking the questions. And to you guys, thank you for joining us, and I'll do the boring bit and say please hit the like and subscribes. If you hit the subscribe, it means that the next video I put out, you'll be notified. And if you've got any comments, put them in the comments below. Anybody you'd like to see interviewed, any questions in particular you'd like asked, what makes people tick. There might be something that you personally would like to ask somebody.
But for now, that just about wraps it up. So thank you for joining us, and stay safe, guys. Tight lines. Bye.